Hi everyone, hope you are doing well from wherever you're watching this channel, depending on your time zone. Now, I have so many requests from our viewers on a number of topics they want me to analyze. I know some of the topics I have done, but some are still pending. So we keep on trying to attend to those that are seemingly urgent. And anyway, yesterday, one of our viewers, again, he came with a new topic. He asked me to check on the issue of how Azimio is countering the narrative from Kenya Kwanza. According to him, Kenya Kwanza has a lot of lies that they are selling to the electorate. And you know, when you sell a lie repeatedly, people are going to believe. When you tell someone something repeatedly, they believe in it. So seemingly, in his own view, the Azimio side are not countering properly the lies from Kenya Kwanza. I just want to read what he shared with me, and we are going to check into it. As an Azimio supporter, I observe that Azimio is conducting their campaign well, especially with coming on board of Honorable Martha Karua and Kalonzo. However, the Azimio campaign strategists appear to be not having in place a counter of the Kenya Kwanza lies. Kenya Kwanza tell lies every day, and the majority of electorate are ignorant. A lie that is told repeatedly with no correction become truth. Now, I'm reading this because I want to check mainly on what is happening in Western. I want to concentrate on Western region, not another place. Because I know Raila personally has been performing well in Western, but only that his people on the ground, to some extent, they have been failing to deal with the issues that Kenya Kwanza is selling. The team in Western is being led by Governor Wycliffe Oparanya. I know for a long time Oparanya has not been in active politics, but yesterday Oparanya finally said that he has launched the beginning of the Azimio campaign in Western region. That launch happened at his own home, and from there Oparanya has declared that now he's going out to campaign door to door for all aspirants in Azimio la Umoja. This is what he posted on his Facebook. It's yesterday. The journey towards ensuring that Baba wins majority elective seats and a presidential vote has started here at Mabole. I choose my home for the start of the campaign because it is important to seek blessings of my people who have made me to be what I am by supporting my 20 years political career. So this means that Oparanya has finally started the journey to popularize for Azimio la Umoja within Western region. So we are going to check on how Oparanya strategically he is going to counter the Kenya Kwanza narrative. But I want to explain to you something about what exactly has been happening in Kakamega, and in one way or another how Azimio have been failing Baba on ground. But before we go deep into that, just a quick request. You might be watching this channel, but you have not yet subscribed. So I'm humbly requesting you to subscribe so that another time, once we release a video like this one, you will always get notified. Again, we are in our journey to 20,000 subscribers. Please move with us in this journey. Back to our discussion. Now, for those who have been carefully following the Western region campaign between Azimio la Umoja and Kenya Kwanza, you will realize that Kenya Kwanza has proper people sending message on ground, and it is sinking among the youth. Remember, that is William Samoei Ruto target. Na ameanza kuwa threatened by Wajakoya. Let's take for example, if you put Governor Oparanya in front to counter the youth in Western, how will Oparanya manage that? Youth need fellow youths to counter them. But Oparanya can be there to counter someone like Musalia, Mudavadi and Wetangula. not to the level of someone like Senator Cleophas Malala, Rashid Echesa, and Didmas Baraza. These three, in one hand, they have been doing very good job for William Samoei Ruto, whether they are lying or saying truth. Of course, in many places we know they are lying. Malala has come out to challenge the youth in Western, and even Oparanya himself, and the entire people in Western supporting Raila Odinga, including Eugene Wamalwa. This is what they are saying. In William Ruto's government, we have 30% as Luhya community. 30% they go ahead to explain the cabinet secretary position. This our side is wanaitwanga aje, CASS, ambassadorial, and the parastatals, what they are going to take in that government, including recruitment. They have 30%. But you tell me, how can you compare Oparanya to Malala or Rashid Echesa to counter the attack? Or to counter the lies that they are planting in masses? The right person to do that, at least to some level, I think it is Ayub Savula. And beside this, Oparanya, because he has started his journey for campaigning for Azimio, he should have several youth, someone like Ayub Savula, and another fleet of people to counter what Malala, Rashid, and Didmas Baraza are planting into the masses in Western region. Because you cannot tell me that even Malala's opponent, of course, he is not a young person. He's the same age of Oparanya. They are the same age. Fernandes Baraza, Nerika Moja, na Wycliffe Oparanya. And therefore, even Fernandes Baraza cannot appeal to the youth the same way Malala, Rashid, and Baraza is doing. Didmas. They need some good people there. But it's imagining that we are only having Ayub Savula who come out at least to counter what they are planting. That means they need a good team on ground. So in as much as Azimio, they are doing well on top there, on ground, especially when it comes to Western region, people might buy into lies if there will be no one to counter what they are planting in the masses. They should come out and explain to the Luhya community what Raila Amolo Odinga is offering to them, what Raila is intending to do for them once he becomes the president. You know, one time Raila Odinga came to Western region, and because of the sugar politics, I think he was misadvised, and they took someone mwenye walikuwa wanasema ya kwamba ni mfadhili amekuja sijui kufufua mradi ya Mumias Sugar Company. And in the rallies, Raila went ahead to tell the Luhya community through what Governor Oparanya has been negotiating in the meetings where President Uhuru Kenyatta gave him an opportunity to interrogate the problem of Kakamega Sugar. Now, we have come with an investor. Alikuwa PV Rawa manenani. Akamuinua mkono juu. Now go to Kakamega, go to Mumias Sugar and see what is happening there. Yule mtu mwenye Raila alikuwa anainua mkono juu huko ndio anamaliza ile kampuni kwa saa hizi. So many cases they talk about stealing of properties in Mumias Sugar Company. So someone misadvised Raila Odinga. And now Raila akajipata kwa hiyo shida. So he should come out clear and explain to the Luhya community how he's going to help Mumias Sugar iamuke. Because Mumias Sugar means a lot to the Luhya people. That was the biggest sector where farmers were deeply putting their focus on. So there should be a good, and you know Ruto is there explaining to these people how he's going to restart Mumias Sugar Company, the billions of money he's promising to put there. Though what I understand is that whenever Ruto give a promise, the worst thing is to trust what he's telling you. The only thing you should do is to wait and see him implementing. So they should come out and challenge William Samoei Ruto how he has failed when he was in government to help Mumias, so that he can explain how he will help them when he's in opposition, because tunajua hata shinda. He has been in power And the Mias has gone to its knees under his watch. When he had numbers, he had members of parliament to convince so that they can do something for Mias. Then if the president will not do it, as long as they have passed it, a bill in the National Assembly, then that blame will be put on president direct. But Ruto failed in so many ways. Then he still come here to promise people he's going to resurrect Mias Sugar Company. So Azimio need to work on how to counter the narrative where Kenya Kwanza is using youth, let them use youth. Where Kenya Kwanza is using senior politicians, let them use senior politicians. For Mudavadi, we have Oparanya, we have Eugene Wamalwa. They are trying a good job, but the issue is they are not fully on ground, same way Musalia, Wetangula are on ground. Remember, Ruto is facilitating these two. That's why every time when they get out and they realize that Western is not safe, they come quickly to come and defend. Then go and look. There is someone, Ben Washali, is also on ground. A lot of money has been poured there. And he is moving every day in campaign. But you find Baraza only with his team. They are there. Then when you go to DAP, Kenya, go and look at Wamunyanya. How can Wamunyanya counter Didmas Baraza? Tell me. How? How? It's not possible. But at least for Governor Wangamati, he can counter the Senate Speaker Lusaka. At least for that level, they are okay. But now come to Didmas Baraza. How can Eugene Wamalwa counter Didmas Baraza? They need youth on the ground to help them to disseminate what Kenya Kwanza is planting in the masses within Western region. If they assume that Baba has the Western region and they forget doing the thorough work on the ground, then they might end up getting a division on ballot box, whereby you'll find there are people who will buy into what the Ruto camp has been selling. Just imagine Ruto forcing a member of parliament to resign so that he can employ him to work for him. I'm talking about the Mumias East member of parliament, Ben Washali. He's not contesting because he has a job to do for William Samuel Ruto. Where are the same people to help Raila? Because Azimio in Western should not wait until when Raila has come, is when they start drawing barbs towards Musalia, Wetangula, Malala, Harwale. Look at that. They should be always on the ground. Not wait for Raila to come so that they will start endorsing them. They should forget about endorsement. They should be on the ground working from one corner to another. So that at the end of the day, they make Raila Amolo Odinga to have an easy job when he's coming to Western region. If not, they are opening a window and a chance for William Samuel Ruto. I don't know what to think about this, but that's my view. Otherwise, thank you so much for listening to me up to this far. May good God bless you and see you in our next video.